Moving on to the short review this week, I will be reviewing The Purge. My initial perceptions of The Purge, I thought, wow, this film has guts. This film has real hunches to it. I mean, whew. It had me hooked in the premise. I mean, the premise alone had me hooked. I was interested to see how they were going to do all this. I was really just, I was excited to see where they were going to go with this. I was going in and I was just thinking to myself, how are they going to justify all this? How did the country change so much to where it would come to this? And, you know, what were the limitations of The Purge? You know, were there limitations, or was it free game for everything? That was my initial perception of it, and I was excited going in, very excited. Okay, the presentation. Starting out, I've seen people nitpick about this on the internet. I've seen people, you know, complain about some of the stuff that happens in the beginning. I don't mind it. I really don't. I mean, I see this film for what it is. It's some things I really don't mind. You know, little ticks about a film, I don't mind. I find them engaging in a lot of ways. I find them necessary in some films. And this film, I found it necessary that they had the exposition the way they did. And the story, when we get into the story, there are a few things that, you know, aren't explained right, and I feel like it could have been explained more, but maybe they wanted to cut down on runtime. I don't know. Anyway, how it was set up, it was a really good setup. Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey, they do great work. Ethan Hawke, you know, I've heard Ethan Hawke referred to as the poor man's Tom Cruise, which I don't agree with. I actually think he's a better actor than Tom Cruise. What? Oh, come on. No. This is just my opinion. I mean, honestly, Ethan Hawke may not be in any of these big blockbusters that Tom Cruise has been in, but personally, I think he's a better actor especially in a dramatic sense. Like the Before trilogy, Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, and from what I'm hearing, I can't wait to see it, Before Midnight. All three of those films, from what I hear, he's great in all three of those films. I know he's good in the first two because I've seen them, but Before Midnight, I hear he's good in that as well. And Lena Headey also does good work. And and you know, it has some genuine thrills to it. I found myself on the edge of my seat throughout portions of this film because it doesn't let you go. The tension is just there, and it keeps you enthralled throughout. And the resolution, I feel, is pretty fitting for this film. And I was happy with it. Now, the afterthoughts, my my expectations were met for this film. They weren't exceeded, but they were met. You know, if they would have had, you know, some more details in there, and, you know, would have had, you know, better, you know, had good ways of explaining them that wouldn't bog down the story, I would have found this film exceptional on every level. But there's no such thing as a perfect film. But this film, I can recommend it. Go see it. It enthralled me. I was invested throughout. So, it's a decent date movie. I saw it with my dad and my stepmom. You know, and we liked it. But you know, go see it with a girlfriend. Go see it with friends. I recommend this film. I don't recommend it for children because there's some pretty graphic moments in it. So if you're going to see this film, you know, make it an adult night. You know, leave the kids at home. But anyway, this is Nathan Hamilton. This has been a short review, and next week, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I guess we'll see. I'll see you then.
How y'all feel out there?